Well, hey, Teller County. How about we all take a deep breath, because what a weekend we just lived through. Okay, 4th of July came in swinging with the aroma of fresh baked fruit pies. Okay, we had about 15 for our bake sale. We had happy families, we had happy dogs enjoying the day. And yes, I don't know if you remember, even that wild gust of wind that tried sending tents into orbit, yeah, it did. It didn't last very long, but they tried to alter the energy of our attendees, but it didn't do it, okay? Y'all didn't slow down. You showed up, you laughed, you helped each other, cleaning up papers and brochures and fixing tents, and you made every moment count. And then what better way to finish the night with the symphony above the clouds, okay? What a way to close out the weekend. There was music rolling over the mountains, people were shoulder to shoulder, and hearts were beating in the same rhythm. But that's what Teller County is, and that's who we are. And myself, as one of the benefactors of the 4th of July event, yes, I'm the founder of the Colorado Phoenix Project. We were one of the benefactors. So I thank you, and so does the Pikes Peak Lions Club and the Toastmasters, because they were all part of the organization, but they were all benefiting from this event. So we thank you from our hearts, okay? Weekend might be over, but we are still supercharged. Yep, so much is yet to happen, and your Teller Time Titans, Charlie, yeah, and myself, will be keeping you well informed all the way. But we first got to send out some thank yous. Our first one goes to the UPass Historical Society, okay? Keeping our mountain stories alive and our history shining bright. And actually, a little bit of history is happening on there on the UPass Cultural Center wall. Okay, Lois Sprague. She's refurbishing the painting. It's the story of us, which was done back in 2015, and it actually features Mary Jo Larson, one of the our Teller County's famous rodeo queen.
So from years ago, yes, she was.
Okay. She's owner of the Cowhand.
Yep.
So we also got to send out some love to Vanessa Ragsdale, who is the owner of Above the Clouds Pet Sitting. She's one of our sponsors. She's the heartbeat behind Happy Paws and Wagging Tails across the high country.
Nice.
Okay, and she's the real VMP for our furry friends. So if you need someone, check her out. You can find information on our Teller Time Facebook page. Also need to give a shout out to Cody Kilgore, owner of Black Cap Photography. He knows how to capture the spirit of Teller County and beyond, and he turns local life into living art. So their contact information is on our Facebook page. Okay, so folks, if you're listening to us on Spotify or YouTube, Apple Podcast, or Facebook, we thank you. All right, sit back, because this is Teller Time, where the mountains meet the mic, where community becomes conversations, and where the people who make Teller County extraordinary step into the spotlight. Today's guest is no exception. She is Woodland Park's own Kassidi Gilgenast. She's the kind of person who turns ideas into action, challenges into growth, and ordinary days into something worth remembering. So let's pull back our curtain. Okay, meet the woman who's helping shape the pulse of Woodland Park, one project, one smile, and one bold step at a time. All right, Cassie, there's an intro for you. Thank you so much for coming into our world of podcasting today.
Good to see you, Kassidi. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
All right, so you know we're a non-controversial podcast, and probably a lot of people know you're on the Board of Education. But I do have one question to ask you about the Board of Education, then we'll be done.
All right, let's do it.
If they had to form a band, what would the name of the band be, and who would insist on being the lead singer?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh, that's a good question.
Well, he does that. That's his MO.
That's it.
That's his MO, yeah.
I love it. Oh my gosh, that is a great question. Are
you country? Are you rock?
You know what? The first thing that came to my mind was Motley Crue, but I don't know if that's a fair representation.
Yeah, it could be.
But 100%, our lead singer would probably be Keegan Barkley. She is our president and leader of the board. I appreciate how she steps in and tries to get things done. So 100%, that would be the band. I think it would be Woodland Park's own.
She'd be the lead singer.
Motley
So what
Crue.
about Motley Crue with
I would
Keegan Barkley?
100% be
Okay.
the lead guitarist. That's my
There you go.
jam. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you've been here, and your interests, and then we'll get into some of the questions I got. But tell us, let
Sure.
people know what
Yeah.
Kassidi is all about.
Yeah, I've lived in Colorado almost my entire life. I was actually born in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Moved to Colorado in the early '90s, and grew up in the Springs area. Played volleyball at the Division I level for the University of Colorado at Boulder. And then moved on into a career initially in the marketing and advertising world. My husband is a retired Army Special Forces. He's a Green Beret, former Green Beret. Just recently retired. Owns a local business in town. We've got
Give
two
him a shout.
kiddos.
What's his business?
House Gilgenast Woodworks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
He does a lot of work with the military plaques,
Nice. Wow.
honoring guys who are retiring, honoring guys who are getting promoted. Does a lot of commemorative work and very high quality stuff. So
That's
super
great.
proud of him.
We
Yeah.
would love to get him on here because I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
something. So we'll get in contact
Absolutely.
with you.
And he's got. He served for 18 years. Did a ton of time overseas. He's got plenty of good stories to tell, and he's a riot. So absolutely,
That'd be great.
Yeah. So we got two girls. We got a 9-year-old and 4-year-old enrolled over at Woodland Park in the school district, and we're super excited about them and the opportunities ahead of them. But locally right now, I am of course a member of the Board of Education. My career path and current role is with the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee. I'm a senior director of NGB services, so I work really closely with all of the different 50-plus sporting national governing bodies around the country. And we're super excited about the run-up to the Los Angeles Olympic Games in 2028.
Wow.
Before that, I actually spent 10 years at USA Volleyball and left as the chief marketing officer in 2024 after the Paris Games. Had a great time over in Paris with our teams. We brought home 3 medals.
Wow.
So
Okay.
That's incredible. That's cool. Very cool.
And I also, too, locally, I stay involved in the community as the director and president of Woodland Park Volleyball Club. I'm the master coach. We got a program that's got quite a bit of kids involved and a competitive group, and so we're really excited about our tryouts coming up and all of the school volleyball that's here to come in the fall.
All right, when are tryouts? And again, we talked a little bit about physicals and everything. So let's give it a little shout out to that. Get people sort of pre-thinking about what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Don't be surprised if you get a call from my granddaughter.
yeah, I heard it. It sounds like she's a baller.
She's definitely a volleyball guru. So
Yeah.
I would, you with all those connections, I hope you wouldn't mind.
Of course, no,
Give you a
anytime.
call.
Well, upcoming. So for the volleyball club, we actually have tryouts coming up this Sunday, July 12th, from 2:30 to 4 for our U15 to U18 age groups. We've got a fall tryout coming up in August for our younger kiddos.
Where's that going to be at?
It's gonna be this weekend's tryout's gonna be at Colorado Springs Christian School up here off of Tamarack, over by the Woodland Fitness Center and the police department. So I'm trying to get as many kiddos out to try out for that
Nice. Yeah.
age group this weekend as we can. And then really looking forward to the volleyball season here in Woodland Park Senior High School. Tryouts for that are coming up in early August as well. Are getting ready for physicals and everything, as you said. So we're excited about seeing the team compete this fall and then heading into club season in December.
What's the record been in the previous for the volleyball teams up here? They do good.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, that's a good question. So I was a part of the program as an assistant coach from 2014 to 2024. And the time that I was with the program, we brought home a bunch of league championships, had the first state championship appearance since the early 90s in 2022. And recently, our head coach, Carly Deliriwell, has taken over the program. She's done a great job. I couldn't tell you exactly what the record was.
Okay.
I was a little busy last fall, as you know,
Yeah,
from
right.
last season. But
True.
they've been having a great run for the last couple of years. We've got some really talented kids in that program. I'm excited about this upcoming season.
Fantastic.
Is there a website with any of this information or a post or anything we can help you get out there? Or how do people know what's going on with the tryouts coming up?
Yeah, so the club website is woodlandparkvolleyball.com. You can find all the information about our upcoming season and our tryouts there. And then certainly for any kiddos that are interested in trying out with the school, you can visit the Woodland Park School District page and you can find more information there. Yeah.
All right.
Good.
All right, let's get into it. What's one experience in your life that really shaped the way you show up for the community today?
One experience in my life. I think one of the biggest things that I would point to is the influence of my parents and my coaches as a kid. As an athlete, it was really incredible the way that my kind of community, my village poured into me as a kid. And I really took that away as something that I wanted to contribute in whatever community I landed in the future. And so when I came to Woodland Park, the first thing that I did was get involved in our schools. And that was before I even had kiddos. And I wanted to be a part of our kids' lives in the volleyball program. I wanted to give back to them, to mentor them, to help them build character and skills that were going to carry them into adulthood. And that's been a really important part of my role in the community here, but also just my journey. Sports is a huge part of my life. It's been my entire career.
Sounds like it, yeah.
And so I really believe in the power of sport, believe in its ability to bring people together, and I think it's just so important to be able to give back to the kids in our community, and that's the reason why I got involved and why I'm here where I am now.
I would think Teller Canyon is based on the people. The parents are just as supportive of the kids as maybe your upbringing with your parents, and hopefully the parents would be supportive. And
yeah, I mean, I think from what I've seen, parents here are involved. They're excited about their kids' education. They want what's best for their kids. They're willing to work together to get things done, and I think that's what it's all about.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. What's a value you try to live by every day?
I would say the value that's probably nearest and dearest to my heart is integrity. I try to actually do what I say and say what I do. And that's, I think, probably the thing that really stands out to me is just to be real and to be open and upfront with people, and that's who I am.
Okay, that's good. Honest, upfront, no BS.
Great virtue, yeah.
Is that on our coin?
It's on the coin, I think.
All right, Charlie's going to tell you a little bit about our coin.
Yeah.
So very quickly, it's Marcus Aurelius is on one side. He was an old great Stoic,
Yeah.
as well as the emperor of Rome for a while. But there are 4 virtues that you live by, basically, as a Stoic. And you have mentioned a couple of them already. There's, courage, there's temperance, having temperance, and justice is another one. And, just being honest, like you're talking about. So you have all of the basic virtues anyway, it sounds like, which is awesome. Me and this guy right here, we tend to go around because we like to keep stoicism, these virtues in our lives. And it just makes things so much easier,
Love that. Yeah,
it's all
beautiful
good.
coin, too.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah.
So I think it's interesting, again, as myself sort of being a coach with martial arts and you being a coach with your soccer, you sort of instill in the kids maybe something that perhaps they're not being taught at home or they're not learning at home. Mm-hmm. And I think that's important. It's just a complete circle where I teach the kids, again, it's a respect factor. It's the yes and the no.
Yes.
And it's the effort, and it's just trying, and it's just giving the best you can. And all these things that maybe, parents can't do everything, can't remember everything. So it's good to have a strong coach like yourself just to reinforce those, important factors in the kids. So it does, make them more well-rounded. So, coaching is almost like parenting, I would say. And you're a therapist in a lot of different ways.
I think they learn how to be social, right? I mean, how to interact with other people.
And teams.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, being a member of a sports team or participating in a sport teaches you so many important lessons, right? And as you mentioned, it's first and foremost, it's learning respect for others and working as a team, right? You might not be best friends with every single teammate that you have,
right,
but you can learn to respect them and you can learn to cooperate in a way that's going to help your team, be better and more competitive and ultimately succeed. And I think that's just something, especially nowadays, where it's so important. You just got to teach. It's so important to just give kids the opportunity to experience some adversity and some friction and figure out how to cooperate. Because you're not going to agree with everybody that you come across. You're not going to gel with every teammate that you ever have. But the most important thing is that if you can develop that grounded sense of mutual respect, if you can get a little bit of grit out of that experience and learning how to persevere and with some resilience and work through some challenges, I think those are the things that we want our kids to take away from their sports experience and into their life as adults. And I think those are things that we want to be able to model as adults, right? Like, be able to constructively approach conflict and resolve differences together. Be able to, be honest and upfront about the disagreements that we have and figure them out. And I think these are the basic fundamental skills that we want to teach kids on the court, and we hope that they carry them off the court into their life ahead.
She is a stoic.
There you go. Well, being afraid not to try something just because you're not as good as the next person doesn't mean you stop and you can't do it. Right. You just gotta put the pedal to the metal, get your butt to the ground, and just do the best you can and put the effort in.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
And don't give up.
And learn how to communicate and play nice with each other. And like she said, we're not all going to agree. We're not all going to be happy with each other. But at the end of the day, going home feeling good about yourself is what, I think a lot of this instills.
Well, and I think, too, the other thing that is important is that at home, sometimes kids, they get a lot of support from their families, but they're not always challenged, right? And to be able to get outside of your house and get in front of a coach that's going to ultimately understand your potential and the ability that you have to improve and challenge you, right? Challenge you, but also motivate you to get to where you could be. Like, I think that's something that a lot, feels absent for a lot of kids nowadays, is that absence of challenge, right? It's like, if things come easy and they're constantly, coddled or supported by their parents, like, get outside, get in front of somebody that is going to take that opportunity to push you. I think a lot of parents do a really fantastic job of that, but that's really what sports is also about, is getting in front of somebody that's actually going to take you to the next level and care about you along the way, right? But do it.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. What do you love most about Woodland Park and the people who call it home? Let's see if you resonate with our 40... I'm sorry, I sound like a broken record, but let's see if you resonate with our other 48
Yeah, this is 49.
podcasters.
This is 49.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what you got.
Well, I mean, I love living in Woodland Park, and most of the reason, of course, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to live. But most of the reason I love it is because of the people, right? I mean, the people in this town are great. I think they also, kind of demonstrate those kind of core values. People up here are going to tell it straight to your face, right? Like,
you got that right.
That's another statement.
It's like, hey,
that's right.
Tell it like it is. And I think that's the thing, is like, not everybody up here lives the same lifestyle or exactly agrees on everything. Like it's a bit of a diverse group, but I appreciate that people care and they care about pouring into this community. They'll show up for each other.
There it is.
That's that word.
They're pouring into the community.
C word.
Yes, they're going to show up for each other.
Yes.
Take care of each other when times are hard. I would say even recently, the biggest thing that has really struck me about this summer is the wildfire risk, right? Everybody knows that because it's been so dry and so hot that the risk of fire is great. And I think people have really shown up and respect and been as really respectful of, fire bans and all of these things, and just been like, hey, if you need a hand or you need help, exactly right. Yes, we got to do this together, right? We got to stick together. We got to keep each other safe.
Yeah.
We got to do the right thing to protect our community. And I think when times are tough, then people show up for each other, and that's what I love about this town.
It's true. It's so true.
So that's what it is. Community is a buzzword. So, is there a moment in our community that made you think, yes, this is exactly the place I want to be?
A moment in our community. Oh gosh, that's a good question. I don't think it really comes down to me to any one moment. It comes down to an accumulation of just great experiences that I've had with good people over time.
Yeah.
Right? And whether that's on the volleyball court or it's out in the community, I was a part of the Keep Woodland Park Beautiful committee for a long time, just out side by side with neighbors, picking up trash in the community, just seeing people show up for each other. Every single one of those little moments was kind of like a drop that filled my bucket. And so I think that's the thing about the community. It's not just, showing up for one marquee event or one really special opportunity. You really got to build those relationships and those experiences over time, and that's been so important to me.
Yeah, man, that's brilliant. I love that attitude, man. I can't get enough of it.
You got to get out there. All right. What's your reset activity when you need to recharge? What do you do?
Oh gosh, I gotta get out and walk or hike. Yeah, get out into the great outdoors. We are really fortunate to be, our house is right up against National Forest, so we can step outside of our backyard and take a hike. We've got great views of the peak, and honestly, just getting out and enjoying the beautiful scenery and environment that we have here in Woodland Park is
It's therapeutic,
100% that reset. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. And just movement, right? Like that's for me as a former Division I athlete and as someone that is committed to helping kids live an active lifestyle, just getting out and moving is also a great reset, right? Like whether you're in the gym, whether you're out hiking, like moving and getting outside. It's the biggest thing for me.
Totally.
And unfortunately, I think a lot of it is just people take it for granted. But I'm happy. My office, my backyard is Pikes Peak, and I go outside and just stare at it and everything. But there is so much to see here, and you know, if you're having a bad day and even staring at Pikes Peak or watching the sunrise or the moon set or something, and you're still having a bad day, you know, I don't know what to tell you, but the environment is very therapeutic, and it is what you make it. So get out there and walk, punch, run, hike, whatever you need to do. But embrace yourself in the community, and you'll be amazed the energy that you get, not just from the sun and the surroundings, but just people walking by saying hi and smiling at you. Not quite sure, you know, if the Springs would be like that. It might be a little bit leery if someone smiles at you in the Springs, but definitely, you know, obviously we're two different beasts when you talk about Colorado Springs and up here. So, you know, I'm definitely very happy to be up here. All right, Kassidi, buckle up. It's time for the part of the show that where thinking is optional. And it's called the lightning round. All right, so you got your choice. Your morning fuel, coffee, tea, or chaos?
Oh, 100% coffee.
I think it's 100% chaos. Okay.
Still doing it right now.
All right. What's your comfort food? Pizza, tacos, or a guilty snack?
Oh gosh, I would say guilty snack. Yeah. It's got to be chocolate for me.
There
honestly.
you go. All right. We talked about this, but what best way to reset? We said a walk, or a nap, or a dramatic sigh.
It's got to be a walk. You got to get out there and move.
I'm a little of all three.
There you go. All
I was
right.
up for a nap though.
There you go. Oh yeah, power naps are always good for you.
Yeah, that's what I say.
How about a spirit animal? What would your spirit animal?
Oh gosh, that is a good question.
So many up here.
You know, I would say maybe it's a fox.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Because you're sly.
I don't know about sly.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good.
All right. How about your vibe in one word? Calm, spicy, or caffeinated?
Oh gosh, I would say caffeinated, but I would caveat that with generally energetic. Like I think I whether it's caffeine driven or not, like I try to bring as much energy to everything that I do.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. How about your favorite season? Summer, fall, or whenever it's not snowing? But didn't have to worry about that much this year, so it sort of narrows it down a little bit.
You know, I love the fall. I think it's a beautiful time of year, especially up here in Teller County with the aspen leaves and everything. But honestly, I love every season, and I love that we have every season in the state. Like, and we might get all 4 seasons in one day, but the point is that you get to experience all 4 of them, and they're all beautiful in their own way.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. If you've listened to our podcast, you know our routine. And right after the lightning round comes our word of the day.
Oh boy.
All right. The word today is
hold on to my seat.
Sagacity. 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 Sagacity.
Sagacity.
I can't say I've ever heard that word or have any idea what it means.
It sounds like a gassity thing.
Definition is keen judgment and wise insight.
Oh, love that.
All right. Okay.
There we are again.
There we go.
Stoic.
Well, we've all got. I guess we have sagacity. Sounds bad when you say it that way, though.
Yeah, it does.
Your sagacity is worse than mine.
I haven't had sagacity in a while. Depends on what you're having for dinner.
There you go. All right. But before Kassidi makes a beeline to the door, let's get some useless did you know facts for her to take back to the Board of Education. They're going to love these. Okay.
Yeah.
But, yes, our theme is going to be the 4th of July. So let's see what your history is all about. Did you know only 2 men signed the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776?
I did know that, partly because I think the document had to travel, if I'm not mistaken, to several locations for signatures. I'm not entirely positive. I'm not sure if they all signed it, if the entire Continental Congress signed it at the same time.
All right, John Hancock and Charles Thompson were the first ones.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, then where'd it go?
I don't know. That's not my Did You Know. That'll be next week. Did You Know?
There you go.
They put it on horseback and, one of the Wonder Women of Teller County.
Oh, yeah, that's probably right. I'm sure.
Do you know that 3 U.S. presidents died on July 4th?
Really?
John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and James Monroe. And Adams and Jefferson died within 5 hours of each other.
Yeah. I did know that.
You did.
Yeah, it's remarkable. That was something.
You're very sagacious.
They were very, they were really good friends, too.
There you go. Okay. All right, here's one off the beaten path. Did you know Americans eat roughly 150 million hot dogs
Wow.
over 4th of July weekend alone? Are you close to that?
Not one person, is it?
That's, well,
I believe that.
after the watermelon
150
eating
million?
contest, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I believe
Okay.
that.
All right, here's a good one I think everyone should know a little bit. Do you know what the colors mean in the flag? Do you know what the red means in the flag?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay.
I don't know what I do.
13.
The red.
The 13 colonies? Or is
Okay.
that the white?
The red stripe means valor and bravery. Yeah, the red.
Okay.
Okay. How about the white? Any idea what the white means? That's
Well, there's
usually-
13. Somewhere it's got to do with the colonies. The
Okay.
13
Isn't there 13 stripes?
or
I might
stars.
be mistaken.
No, well, now it's.
It started
We
out.
have
with
many
13.
stars, so it's
Yeah.
got to be the stripes. It's got to
Okay.
be.
Well, they were just talking. I think they're just talking about the stripes on the flag, what the
Yeah.
colors mean. So,
The white? What's the white?
white is innocence and purity,
Oh, well.
and then obviously blue is vigilance.
Oh, okay. You're talking about what the
Perseverance. Yeah.
colors. I
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
Maybe I missed it. Go ahead.
right, okay.
You know, it's
So that's a good little trivia. Something to know a little bit more about what our flag stands for and everything. All right, now Charlie really likes when I throw in something
boy, do
totally
I.
silly. Okay.
and this happens often.
All right, and this is something Board of Health, Board of Education really look at you oddly. Did you know octopuses have 3 hearts?
Oh, there we go.
I did not know that.
Yeah, back to the octopus. I thought I talked about
yeah.
Long time ago,
All
one of
right.
our earlier ones, he was into the sea things.
Sea animals.
Jellyfish,
There you go.
Yeah.
seahorses.
this. But 2 of them stop beating when they go for a swim.
Really?
Yeah, 3 hearts, 2 of them stop for beating.
Aren't
so
they
only have 1
always
heart.
swimming? I mean,
Well, they maybe just sit on
Oh,
the
I
ground.
see.
Yeah,
Just-
they just, eating their food or whatever. So maybe they're just taking a rest and everything.
gotcha. Wow.
All right, Cassie. Well, you can relax now because you passed our test and made it through. Okay.
Great.
Let's run through events lighting up Teller County this week. Okay, a lot of big happenings, small town charm, and everything in between. And probably, you're wondering why Charlie and I are dressed like this. All right, so brace yourself, Teller
Don't we
County.
do this all the time?
Yeah. This mountain is about to move. Okay, July 11th marks the return of America's Mountain Festival, where high energy meets full throttle summer celebration.
Yeah.
Okay, from sunrise beats to starlit spectacles, this is the city. This is the day Woodland Park turns the dial all the way up, so get ready for big crowds. This is the weekend where the whole town climbs higher, laughs harder, and lives longer, lives wilder. We got it happening in Green Mountain Falls. The July 4th to the 19th, the Green Box Art Festival is going on down there. They have a new painting up right in the parking lot area, which is really neat. I should send you a picture of that so you can put it on Facebook.
Please
But
do.
yeah, it's going on. They have performing arts, visual arts, healing arts, community events, and workshops. So take a drive down to Green Mountain Falls. Go see a couple new restaurants down there. But yes, all right. Charlie, who loves ice cream?
Oh, you know we do.
We do, and that is happening Sunday, August 9th at 12 noon. The UPass Historical Society is having an ice cream social at the Cultural Center.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's free ice cream.
it is free ice cream, and I guess it's Josh and David's, Josh and Harry's. It's a local
not Ben and
business.
Jerry's,
No,
I
it's
know
not
that.
Ben and Jerry's.
Josh and John's.
Josh and John's, yes.
Josh and John, thank you.
But yes, it is. Well, you probably know what it's about. Why they're doing an ice cream social?
Oh, because they want to be social.
They want to be social, okay? They are promoting.
No, they are promoting.
Yeah. What are they promoting, Charlie?
No, you tell me.
Ah, come on now. You've been part of it since the first day.
You know, I've got my hands in a lot of things.
Okay.
Here, but I do know it's going to be a great event. We can't wait to get it out there. There's going to be a lot of kids there.
Okay. They're going to be talking about some documentaries they've made in the past. Dude Ranches.
That's right.
Dude Ranches in the shadow of Pikes Peak.
When is the date of this ice cream session?
August 9th. It's a Sunday.
And you know why? It's that, I'll tell you why. It's because on the 8th is the Village Baseball game.
All right, go right
And they are going to show documentaries and a trailer of the new documentary of the Wonder Women of the Peak.
You just stole my thunder, dude.
Well, I had to.
All right, so we got
Because
that.
I forgot something a minute ago.
Okay, they're also going to be talking about the mighty Midland
Yes.
and the towns it built.
Right,
But-
that's one of the documentaries,
Yeah.
and then the Dude Ranches.
Right.
Since we're dudes today.
That's it. What is the Midland, though? What's the Midland?
The Midland Railroad.
Midland Railroad. Okay.
Yes.
Refers to a train. And then, of course, also a sneak peek at the upcoming new film,
Well, that's right.
Wonder Women of the Peak, where, yes, Charlie was actually a participant.
I've been in all of them.
You've been in all of them, so
It's just part of my deal.
all right. We're gonna have to get him a star on the walkway here at the UPass Cultural Center.
I got a gold star
Gold
for
star.
drawing a rabbit in 3rd grade, so that's enough.
Okay. So so this is some really interesting information. Like I said, I really wasn't a history person, but since starting this podcast, listening to a little bit more about what's been happening and how Teller County has been shaped by quite a variety of people and a dude ranch and the trains and the women. It's definitely worth going to get a free ice cream and just sitting for a little bit and seeing what it's all about. Check out information at utepasshs.org.
Right.
So that brings us to the end of another wild, informative, wonderful ride here on Teller Time. Huge thanks to Kassidi for jumping into the fun with us. And you had fun, right?
Sure did.
Yeah. Did we have fun, Charlie?
Oh, we always
We always
have fun, man. We have a blast.
There you
And
go.
Kassidi, thank you so much for being
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
We'll have you circle back in 6 months and see,
Do it
where we're
again.
at, things are doing, see how the volleyball team did. But we appreciate you taking the time to stop in, and we appreciate everyone listening on any of those aspects, any of those social medias.
My granddaughter's name is Violet, just in case you do get that call.
Okay.
Go Violet.
There
I
you
can't
go.
wait to see what she does.
Oh, she's great.
Well, so until next time, folks, keep the coffee strong, be nice to each other, and think about all those that are out fighting these fires right now, okay?
Oh, yes.
A lot of ways to donate. If you can donate, that's fine. If not, just keep them in your thoughts. But in what we do here, okay, that's what makes us, Teller strong, okay? I think that's a good phrase,
That's good.
okay,
I like it.
to remember. But yes, I don't know if you'll find that in a lot of communities, but that's what makes Teller County different. So, to close out, okay, think of this. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count, but it's the life in your years that count.
Ooh, isn't that right?
And that was
Who
brought
said
to
that?
Abraham Lincoln. All right?
That's fitting.
All right? So,
Perfect.
Teller Time out. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kassidi.
Thank you, Kassidi.
Thank
Until
you.
next time, folks.